to Fabric. Learning about animal fibers, wool. We all wear different kinds of clothes. Some are made up of cotton, some of silk, woolen, and others could be made from synthetic materials. The fibers are obtained from two sources: natural, plant and animals, and synthetic, artificially made. Let us try to name a few fibers obtained from plants and animals. Cotton and jute are obtained from plants, while silk and wool are obtained from animals. In this lesson, we will study about fibers obtained from animals. Wool and silk are obtained from animal fibers. Wool is obtained from the fleece, hair of sheep or yak. Silk fibers come from cocoons of the silk moth. Wool. Wool comes from sheep, goat, yak, and some other animals. These wool-yielding animals bear hair on their body. Wool is derived from these hairy fibers. The hairy skin of the sheep has two types of fibers that form its fleece. One, the coarse bared hair, and second, the fine, soft underhair close to the skin. The fine hair provides the fibers for making the wool. Some selective breeding of sheep possesses only fine underhair. Their parents are specially chosen to give birth to sheep which have only soft underhair. Animals that yield wool. Several breeds of sheep are found in different parts of our country. However, the fleece of sheep is not the only source of wool, though wool commonly available in the market is sheep wool. Yak wool is common in Tibet and Ladakh. Angora wool is obtained from Angora goats found in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir. Wool is also obtained from goat hair. The under fur of Kashmiri goat is soft. It is woven into fine shawls called pashmina shawls. The fur, hair, on the body of camels is also used as wool. Llama and alpaca, found in South America, also yield wool. From fibers to wool. For obtaining wool, sheep are reared. Their hair is cut and processed into wool. Let us learn about this process: rearing and breeding of sheep. If you travel to the hills in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim, or the plains of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat, you can see shepherds taking their herds of sheep for grazing. Sheep are herbivores and prefer grass and leaves. Apart from grazing sheep, rearers also feed them on mixture of pulses, corn, jowar, oil cakes, materials left after taking out oil from the seeds, and minerals. In winter, sheep are kept indoors and fed on leaves, grain, and dry fodder. Sheep are reared in many parts of our country for wool. Certain breeds of sheep have thick coat of hair on their body which yields good quality wool in large quantities. As mentioned earlier, these sheep are selectively bred, with one parent being a sheep of good breed. Once the reared sheep have developed a thick growth of hair, hair is shaved off for getting wool. Processing fibers into wool. The wool which is used for knitting sweaters or for weaving shawls is the finished product of a long process which involves the following steps: Step 1. The fleece of the sheep, along with a thin layer of skin, is removed from its body. This process is called shearing. Machines similar to those used by barbers are used to shave off the hair. Usually, hair is removed during the hot weather. This enables the sheep to survive without their protective coat of hair. The hair provides woolen fibers. Woolen fibers are then processed to obtain woolen yarn. Shearing does not hurt the sheep, just as it does not hurt when you get a haircut or your father shaves his beard. Step 2. The sheared skin with hair is thoroughly washed in tanks to remove grease, dust, and dirt. This is called scouring. Nowadays, scouring is done by machines. Step 3. After scouring, sorting is done. The hairy skin is sent to a factory where hair of different textures are separated or sorted. Step 4. The small fluffy fibers called burrs are picked out from the hair. These are same burrs which sometimes appear on your sweaters. The fibers are scoured again and dried. This is the wool ready to be drawn into fibers. Step 5. The fibers can be dyed in various colors, as the natural fleece of the sheep and goat is black, brown, or white. Step 6. The fibers are straightened, combed, and rolled into yarn. The longer fibers are made into wool for sweaters, and the shorter fibers are spun and woven into woolen cloth. Summary: the hairs of camel, llama, and alpaca are also processed to yield wool. In India, mostly sheep are reared for getting wool. Sheep hair is sheared off from the body, scoured, sorted, dried, dyed, spun, and woven to yield wool. That is all in this subtopic, students. Good going!